Morning. This sermon comes in first, as you probably have noticed already. And then whenever Brother Ernest gets here and he gets this thing going, we'll have a song or two after that, okay? If you don't mind. So we're grateful that you are all here. We hope that the Lord will guide and protect and make the safe journey for the rest of us who are on their way. And we are glad to have the Burnett family, Bill, Sarah, and Seth, and the glad news that they already sold their house here in North Las Vegas, and they have great plans set up for another place. Maybe you'd like to talk about that. No?
Sure, why? Yeah, if you like.
Okay, because I don't want to steal the thunder from you.
Oh, well.
So this is Brother Bill Burnett.
Well, thank you. It's wonderful to be here, and I appreciate to see everyone again. I love your faces. I know it's been a while. Yeah, we, as many of you know, we've been trying to sell our house for 4 years, 4 different summers. We went through this. And apparently it was not God's will for us to sell for 4 years. And that was never going to be God's will. That's what we wanted to do. We prayed about it, and people have prayed with us. But I guess the timing was not just right. We have to wait on God's timing to do the best. So patience, of course, is virtuous.
Patience is major. Yeah.
So as it were, we put our house up for sale again for the 4th time, and we still waited quite a while. We put the house up for sale around the middle of March.
March 13.
And it didn't actually get a buyer and sell until the middle of July. So we still waited all that time. And again, with what experience we had with this in the past, we were not really sure if it was still going to work. But as it did, a very nice military family came with 2 young girls. And they liked it real well and they wanted it. So we were able to sell it, and we kept our fingers crossed for a couple months that everything would work out all right, which it did. They got their appraisal, they got their finances, and it all worked out, so we're very happy. And as you know, we got a lot of stuff. It was a very big house, 2-story house, 4-bedroom, plus a big loft, and we had furniture everywhere, and well, just a bunch of stuff.
No, we donated a lot.
And we donated, we gave a lot away, gave a lot to our children, we donated a lot, and we did a lot of things. And then we packed for 2 months. And we had to rent 2 storage places, 2 big storages to keep
20 by 20 maybe.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, really big. And they're packed. I mean, you can't really get a toothpick in there. That's how well packed it is. It's unbelievable. I can't believe we collected so much junk in life. But anyway, that's what it is. So we did that, and we have our motor home. So we're staying in that. What we did was I looked around. We wanted to buy a house, another place, but not in the city. We wanted to go somewhere where it was a little quieter, a little less traffic, a little less of everything that we have here. We wanted to kind of, exactly. We looked in Mesquite area, Boulder City a little bit, and all around. We even one time took some down to Laughlin and Kingman. We looked. I didn't want to go too far away because my children and grandchildren are here. I didn't want to be too far away from them. So as it turned out, we chose Pahrump. It's pretty close. It's only yeah. It's an hour or less drive, which is not bad. And we went there quite a few times to look around and check to see what we could find. And we talked about buying a land and building a house on it, or buying it from a double wide trailer, a modular home. We looked at every aspect, even building a new home on it, or homes that were already there. We looked at just about everything you could think of before we finally made our decision. So we found a place that we both agreed on, we both liked. We were able to buy a big lot. It's in a housing development, but it's not like the developments here. Here, how houses are anymore, they're packed like that. You could stick your foot out and hit the house next door. And your yard, you could spit and hit the highway. We wanted something a little bit bigger than that. And the way they do here, they build houses, like 10 or 20 houses, and then they sell them. Well, the development that we found, you buy the house, and then they build it. And they don't build them unless someone wants to buy it. So that's what. So it's a slow process. It's not just throwing stuff up real fast. We really liked the builder. We liked everything he did. We liked his you know, the way he does things, and we decided to buy that. So we bought a house which is not built yet. So we chose a spot of land that they had there available, which is a big lot. It's a third of an acre. And we're going to have a house built that's just under 1,700 feet. 3 bedroom, 2 bath. And we're going to have, so we'll have a real big yard, and everything seems just what we wanted. I mean, I couldn't, and the neighbors, and it has RV parking beside of it with all the hookups that we need if we wanted to stay there, or if someone came, you know. And the next neighbor is not that close; they're still a ways off. So it's a big, nice place, and it's very close to the center of town. It's only like a mile from Walmart, and that's at the center of the city, kind of. So it was really nice, very quiet, it's really nice there. It's only about a mile from the hospital as well, in case someone needs to go. It's real pretty with beautiful mountain scenes and a lot of stars at night, really nice. So it's just nice and quiet, and just kind of what we were looking for. I'm thankful for God, and I just hope everything, I'm sure, will work out fine. I just appreciate, even, I wanted to move sooner, it was his time, so we kind of capitulated to what God wants, not what we want. I think we're very happy to do it, and we're very pleased, and we thank you, all of you, for your prayers and stuff.
Amen.
That you contributed for this to happen to us. So again, we thank you, and we believe everything's going to be fine. We'd like to have you visit us whenever the house is built.
Yeah, amen.
Come see us.
Yeah.
God bless you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. What's going on out there?
Somewhere.
Okay. Well, thank you, Brother Bill. Sarah, said. Okay. So, like I said, when they were working on that, let's get started here. And what you have in your bulletin here is what the sermon will be about. You will notice here that there is a kind of like a chart that shows us about this total eclipse, solar eclipse, that will be happening here, affecting the whole United States on August 21. That is next Sunday will be August 20. August 21 will be a Monday, I believe. Okay, so that will be a week and 1 day total eclipse, and you have a map of the United States there, and you have this line that curves, you know, from kind of like, that must be kind of like Oregon there, and going down to South Carolina, and that's the pathway of the total eclipse. So those who are in the pathway, they will see a solar eclipse that's total. Anywhere outside that, whether north of it or south of it, you will see a partial eclipse. And we have seen partial solar eclipse, so it's no big deal, really. Unless Steve here will buy us plane tickets to get to Idaho or some Oregon, you know, and watch. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so there you go. So I have decided to incorporate this as a material for our sermon this morning. Okay, so you have your chart with you. Okay, you have your bulletin with you. Now, a special announcement. Turn the bulletin, please. And the announcement. This is an announcement that I'm making today, and today is is it August 11 or 12? This is August 12, right?
21.
No, August 12, right?
13.
13?
September
13.
13.
Really? Wow.
This is
Okay.
September 13.
Okay, so yeah, here in the back you have a little box at the bottom. Okay, and it says there that this is an important announcement, and we are making the announcement. We have made all this already the previous 2 weeks. That beginning next month, the next month is September. The first Sunday is September 3. Okay, that first Sunday of September will be a worship that will be conducted not here, but in this other place. Okay, beginning September. That means that we are not coming back here. Okay, beginning September and onwards, however the Lord may lead us and provide our worship. A new worship place will be in this location. And you have a kind of like a location kind of chart here too, you know. Sahara, you see the line there, Sahara, and then this little L shape there, that's the L shape of the building, you know. You get into this 4535 West Sahara, into this building, right in the corner where these two join together, and that is suite number 111. Suite number 111, okay? Now, another thing that is a fundamental change here is not only the location, but the time of worship. So what we are doing now is at 11 o'clock in the morning, okay, and then another one at 7:30 in the evening. That is for the duration of August, okay? 11 o'clock in the morning, 7:30 in the evening. But in September, okay, we will be meeting in the afternoon, okay? Our meeting time will be 1:30 in the afternoon, and in the evening, 7 o'clock. I'm sorry, this is a mystery. It's not 7:30, but 7 o'clock, okay? So 1:30 and 7 o'clock in the afternoon and evening, beginning September next month. Okay, so if you want, after this worship, we can drive by there, because most of you, I believe, okay, already knew about that place. We've had our services before in that same location, at that same location. But right now, you know, the worship place will be downstairs. Previously, we were doing it upstairs, okay, and Josie just loved the idea of, you know, going up and down the stairs, you know, a good exercise for her, you know, but September, it will be downstairs. The church that uses that, a friend of mine, Pastor Alan Malinari, he's renting 2 suites that joins together. And so, obviously what he did was to knock down the wall, okay, that divides it. So they have like a big enough sanctuary, and it's nice. And so we are grateful that the Lord is providing that as a place of worship for us. We would have wanted a worship in the morning, but they are using that in the morning. Okay, and so we have 1:30, and then I was told by him that that he will be reviving his evening worship, which he, you know, kind of like didn't do for a number of weeks. But he said it's going to revive it, and I said, hey, why don't we join together in the evening? He said, fine, you know. So it will be his congregation, evening congregation, and our evening congregation that will be meeting together in a combined worship service in the evening, 7 o'clock, okay, beginning in September. What month is that?
Next month.
What is next month?
September.
September. I'll see you in September. When summer is... Okay.
September 9.
Okay.
September
September 3.
September 3.
September 3.
September's
Okay.
the 9th month, 3rd day.
9/3/17.
Can do it?
Yeah. September 3 yung first Sunday.
First, how well does that work?
Oh, I mean, can we do the songs now? So we can do the songs?
Yeah,
Let's do the songs.
but I don't want to move this to that place because it might mess up again with the cable. So I'll stay here and we'll sing the songs. Okay?
Okay, here you go.
Whoever will not sing will.
Whoever will not sing will not go in the rapture.
I don't believe in the rapture.
Foolish virgin.
Then don't sing. Excuse me.